I'm stunned. What's surprising is that this SB 8 has made our society vigilantes. They are rewarded for reporting people who have assisted. And by the way, what does that term mean? Does that mean texting a person who's told you that they're pregnant and considering adoption or abortion, and you text them that you support them, that you're somehow covered under the statute? It also presents jurisdictional issues. Under my reading of the bill, you're allowed to sue in the county where you are as the reporter, as the citizen, as the person tattling on a person who has had an abortion. So you could have several different, lawsuits in hundreds of counties over the same abortion. And so there's a jurisdictional and logistical problem with that, besides the unconstitutionality, I think, under the current Roe v. Wade decision. And what's interesting is that this is actually the Supreme Court's decision to decline to prohibit this law based on a technical and procedural issue, that being the fact that you are not deputizing the state officials to enforce this law, but instead private citizens, thereby creating logistical and legal confusion as to how you can enjoin this law. That is the problem that we're faced with. So really what's happening is not that this law is now we're not overturning Roe v. Wade yet, but this sets up the Mississippi lawsuit in front of the Supreme Court in the fall to be critical and pivotal to law in the United States regarding abortion. And I think that the Supreme Court kicked the can down the road and perhaps is indicating a shadow docket decision, as referenced in one of the dissenting opinions, that they might be a little bit more willing to take under advisement and to be more allowing of the Mississippi lawsuit than they would have been previously. But I think we have to look to, and my suspicion is that we're going to have to look to what Chief Justice Roberts does in this case, because interestingly enough, he was part of the dissent on this Texas bill. And he's the person that we need to look to as well, because I think he's going to be a deciding vote. However, in the past, when Chief Justice Roberts has sided with Roe v. Wade, it was when he had Ruth Bader Ginsburg on the court, which we now know has passed away and has been replaced by Amy Coney Barrett. So it's going to be a critical fall for reproductive rights in this country. And the effect of the Supreme Court's decision to decline to prohibit this law means effectively that abortions are stopped in the state of Texas until someone can figure out how to sue an individual who has reported an abortion under the existing SB 8, which is next to impossible.